Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Green Screen Golf Challenge. We got Quintin here. Quintin, who are you and what do you do?
All right, Quintin Denyssen. I'm a retired former professional basketball player, national team captain. I represent the country for about 11 years and then I transitioned into media. So I'm a presenter, analyst, and commentator for the game of basketball on the continent. So local games, and then I commentate on the Basketball Africa League, which is the BAL.
Okay. I think basketball is something I'm really interested in, so I think it's going to be a really interesting episode for me because I have a lot of questions. The first question I was actually going to ask you is, why did you choose basketball? But when you walked in, I told you why, and then I guess that answered that. But
No.
Why did you get into, and how did you get into basketball?
So I guess at that time, and I'm going to talk about ETV back then,
Okay.
and they used to have NBA games on a Sunday, and they used to run NBA, the highlight show back then, and it was really fascinating because, again, we spoke about it a little earlier
Yeah,
when you talk
off
about
camera.
football, cricket, rugby,
All the things we were exposed to, and not basketball wasn't
and
one of
then
those.
this sport just kept showing up, and the way they positioned players, they had really catchy ads, and it made
Yeah,
you...
I won't lie, the ads, I watch a lot of basketball now in American, the ads are always just...
It makes you want to try. And
True.
so I have very supportive parents. They made sure that whatever it was, whether it was a football, whether it was a rugby, whether it was a basketball, you get that. We had a hoop put up, just started playing. And fortunately enough, we used to always play neighborhood kids. Everybody used to just
Okay.
get together and play. And one day, a kid from one of the other schools came through, and this guy was really good. We bounced the ball with two hands. You know, we had our own games, our own imaginary games.
Yeah.
And this guy came through and made us look like fools. And we're like, hey, wait, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Where are you from? And where do you learn to play like
different
this?
level.
And he basically led us to a club. The club was a Portuguese club back then, because if you know anything about Portuguese clubs, that was in the late 90s. They used to facilitate sports. So they always had good coaches and they had facilities, and led me to a Portuguese club. They had a court. We joined the club. And then the rest, as they say, is history. I was a really good rugby player. I was pretty decent at cricket as well. I played provincially, both of those sports.
Which position did you play in rugby?
I was a lock.
Okay, makes sense.
And then cricket was fast bowler.
Okay.
And I could have played those probably at some decent level, but my first year playing basketball.
When was that and where was that?
Which one?
Playing basketball.
I was 18 years old, and,
Okay.
and it was in Boksburg. I'm from Boksburg, East Rand, and made a provincial team. And then the provincial team went on to play in the nationals, and in the nationals they chose a national team, or they chose a national team squad. And I got chosen in the squad of 20 players, which was also
that's sick.
like really crazy. My second year of playing real formal basketball. And then I actually made the team. The team was going to Egypt to play in Afrobasket. Afrobasket is the African Championships.
Okay.
So once I went to Egypt, even though I didn't play too much, but I was there and I got the experience, that was that. I was locked in. I understood that this is what I'm going to be doing. Even that year, traveled to the US as part of our high school tour.
Okay, sick.
Got a look in for a scholarship, then came back, didn't go. Then I went to Wits and crafted my career from there.
Okay, and then how long did you play basketball for after that? Like, we played pro and
Till
stuff.
now. So
You still playing now? Or?
I still play Masters basketball, yes. We still
Okay,
play.
okay.
We still run on the court, even though I wouldn't encourage anybody to come and watch. It's called Masters for a reason. We just do it.
I know about Masters hockey, so I know.
We do it to run and we do it for activity.
Yeah, and it's just, once you love the game, it's hard to let go.
Yeah.
You're always going to be...
And there's quite a big community of people who play the Masters. 40 plus attracts. They have a tournament coming up in September. It's already attracted 40 plus teams in the 40 plus
That's
category.
crazy,
So,
actually.
so
That's
it's
actually
real.
crazy.
I can give you a lot of numbers just to show you what the sport looks like.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I work in the sport and I
Yeah,
advocate
know.
to the game, but I also know the game at various levels. I've watched and commentated on high school, university, pro, and then super pro, I suppose, elite level basketball. So I'm always at my finger on the pulse, so I try to because it's important.
Okay, and then just on that, because I'm just getting into basketball, guys. I think it's been like a few years now, 3 years, 4 years, where I've been like actually locked into basketball. Because like we spoke about earlier, I wasn't really exposed to basketball growing up. It wasn't really one of those things. We always used to look up to, oh, Messi's here. It was never like oh, here's LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Now, like, especially with social media, I don't know if you see all the edits and all the LeBron songs that people are making, like, it's in your face. And now, like, I've gotten into basketball, started loving it. And my favorite player, I don't know if you can guess who my favorite player
You
is.
just said him, I'm sure.
No, it's not LeBron. It's not LeBron.
Okay.
It's a bit of a sleeper pick.
The Kyrie Irving.
Nah. One more guess. I'll give you a hint. Loyal, was really loyal.
Long career, then I don't know. You'll tell me.
Damon Lillard.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
You're a Dame Dollar
Like
fan.
when I just started watching, like Portland weren't doing too bad, CJ McCollum, all of those guys, and like when he was hitting the Dame time, the shot they hit, I think over Paul George, stuff like. Then I was like, this is my guy. Just didn't have the right team and stuff, so it's kind of sad. And now the injury also, that was like heartbreaking.
Like him, he's a nice player.
I like him. And then obviously now Ant Edwards.
Okay.
I gotta love that guy. And then my guy now is Shea, obviously MVP and stuff like that. And then I want to ask you now, since the playoffs are coming to a close, I think the Thunder are through now, and then I think it's 3-2 the Knicks.
This morning,
and
yeah.
The Pacers, yeah. I think the Knicks won this one yesterday. Who do you think's winning that series?
Yeah, that East series is tough to call because I think New York might win the next one in Indiana, and then we're going to go to Game 7, and then I don't know who to pick, but
yeah,
I'd like to see a New York OKC final, but likely going to be the Pacers, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
LA Burton's gonna come in clutch.
They're just gritty and they know exactly what to do, and defensively they're tougher than they look. So they've proved that in all of their wins getting there. It's going to be an interesting one, but I think the Pacers, they outshine the Knicks, and then it's going to be OKC Pacers, which the people are saying is probably going to be the lowest rated final ever.
But I mean, Shea's there, the MVP, the aura guy, so he brings it up a bit, I guess.
Yeah, it's two small market teams, Indiana's, but they still have to get past the Knicks.
Yeah. Guys, I know this is a golf show, but I'm super interested to hear Quintin's opinion on basketball and stuff like that. So I wanted to ask the Luka trade. What do you think about that?
I guess, like everybody, we don't know what Nico Harrison was thinking.
True.
But you can see why it made sense for the Lakers, because they've got a face now, and that's why people always talk about the NBA being rigged and the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, especially I saw because of now the drafting and them getting the number 1 pick and stuff. It was because I think they had a 1.8% chance of getting that.
That's literally it, right?
Pick. So
very surprising, and even the rationale behind it was very surprising. There's no part of that made any rational sense, and you still had months to consume and digest and think about what it looks like. Nope, still don't understand it. Not from a Mavericks perspective, maybe from a Lakers perspective, it's a no-brainer. So.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be taking him every day of the week. And then I know this is a golf show again, guys. I apologize, but we'll go 2 more questions. On the Mavs having the number 1 pick, do you think they go with Cooper or they trade it and get someone else?
From a purely business perspective, it will be Cooper flagged without a doubt.
I think so.
He's going to bring an influx of fans. He's going to help change the culture again. They'll have a new face, and that's it. A lot of the NBA, as much as it's about athletic talent, it's also about business, the business behind it, and there's no doubt that it's going to be Cooper flagged whatsoever.
Okay, we'll come back to this club, guys. We'll see if that comes to fruition. And then my final question, super controversial. I don't know if you're ready for this. Who's your GOAT?
Yeah, that's not controversial. I don't do GOAT debates because it's hard to compare players from different eras, and depending on what your criteria is for GOAT.
That's also my thing, but that's what I'm saying. Your personal GOAT. Who's your
I
personal
just
GOAT?
love Bill Russell because I also had the chance to meet him, and he came out here for BWB, Basketball Without Borders,
Sick.
and the ring count speaks for itself.
Fair.
And if athleticism or athletes and their mindset should translate across eras, and he's probably in terms of what he did as a player and as a coach and just as a human being, and that's my favorite player.
Okay. And then Jokic, because I see a lot of convos about him. Do you think he gets into that debate for what he's done for his team? And just
he will be in that debate by the time he's done if he continues to play like this. There's not even a doubt. He's definitely one of the best European big men we've seen in recent history, but there are quite a few of them. Mm-hmm. But if he has another 4 to 5 years like this and just even maybe gets an Olympic gold, because there's always a chance that they can do that. Maybe gets a FIBA World Cup gold there because it's just one of those additional accolades, then he's definitely already part of that debate. I mean, part of that conversation.
Okay, dope. I wanted to ask, so on the subject of GOATs, let's move on to golf. Do you watch a lot of golf?
So I know a little bit about golf. I don't watch too much of it because much like cricket, if you watch too much, you fall asleep, right?
I don't agree, but I get where you're coming from, especially if you're not. I think if I didn't love the game as much, I definitely wouldn't watch. I don't watch it as much as I watch like football or even basketball at that point because it's just the format is not as exciting as two teams going against each other and stuff. So I get where you're coming from.
Look, I'm a sports person, so you're not gonna throw me on too many questions. And my dad was an avid golfer. He doesn't golf so much anymore, but so used to sit in there. He had a setup in the back where you could hit a club, hit a ball every now and again. So just try to see what that looks like. Obviously,
I think you need to chat to Lyle. Maybe upgrade that the back. We give you a bit of a simulator.
Just put it there so we can do that.
So on that, golf. Who is your GOAT of golf?
Hey, this is also why are we having GOAT conversations?
It's just a question I have to ask everyone.
Again, how do you measure GOAT and why do you like it? There's a certain characteristic.
I think with golf, it's not that complicated. There's only one right answer for me.
What's your answer? Tiger Woods?
Of course, it has to be Tiger Woods. There's no question.
Because of his off-the-course never mind.
Guys, yeah.
Controversial.
We're all human, guys.
Well, from that perspective, Tiger is an easy answer for me. I mean, sure, I'm a fan.
Okay, bet. Otherwise, we're going to have to end the interview. That's just how it is. And then on to golf again. When did you touch a golf club for the first time?
My teens probably same as I said because my dad was an avid golfer.
Okay. So you had that at least.
I had that. Did go to a driving range where I broke a few clubs. Let's just warn anybody in case you're wondering what's about to happen.
And guys, the next segment is some golf challenges. And I don't know about the insurance and stuff. We'll just have to speak to the producer about that. But
yeah, so probably around there in the teens. So I have had exposure to it. Just never been on a golf course. We played short nines sometimes as well.
You play 18 now and then?
No, I haven't.
Not at all. You haven't played an 18
No,
yet?
I haven't. We just what's it? The Mashi course.
Okay, the Mashi. Yeah.
That's as far and as close as we've ever gotten to what it could look like.
Okay, hopefully that changes a bit now, especially.
Hey, look, change is a constant in life, isn't it?
True. Especially as the nice thing about golf is, guys, it's one sport that even when you get to an age, because I know basketball, if you get to that age where you can't run and stuff anymore, it's going to be difficult to compete with the younger guys. But golf is a sport where someone who's 70 can literally show me out. Because that's my grandfather. He's getting up there now, but he can still hit every fairway, all of that, and we can still compete. That's why I like golf.
Okay, amazing. That's nice.
And then just one question again. Do you have problems finding golf clubs because of the height?
Look, it's always going to be an issue. It's just what it is. We're going to have to do specialized if that's the way forward. You just get custom golf clubs.
And then what is your height?
I'm just 2 meters tall, so I'm about 6 foot, 6'6.5", but 6'7" is more. Yeah. It's closer to where we're going.
Damn. And what position did you play when you played basketball?
I was a forward or small center. Depends on who we're playing.
Yeah, if you're playing that side, then it's a different.
So game, I can guard centers and forwards, but yeah, I was a forward.
Okay, sick. And then I think hopefully we don't break any clubs, but after this we're going to go into our golf challenges and we'll see how Quintin does. I don't know if he's keen for that, if he's feeling confident.
Let's see when we get there. Let's not talk. Let's not talk. Let's let action dictate how it all looks.
I'm a decent-ish coach. I've coached Jason Goliath last week and we got him to score some decent points, so hopefully we can do that again today.
Okay, good luck to you.
Okay, thanks for coming and then onto the challenges.
Nice one.
Quintin, we had a good chat about basketball and stuff, but it's golf time now. It's golf time now. High risk, high reward, high stakes, 3 balls. All you have to do is get it in those cups. That's what we call cup pong.
Cup
or
pong.
water pong.
Okay.
Water pong. Just don't hit the water. It's about, if you see, it's about 30 meters, anywhere between 30 and 40, you'll be safe getting to hit the... I don't know if the club is going to be, guys. On camera, this is the problem I was speaking about. I don't know if the club is going to be long enough, but...
I told you get a broom.
Usually, I'm quite confident. Usually, I can back myself. Not here, okay? I'm going to say that.
Okay, we're just backing you to the best you can. If you need some tips, like I said, I'm unofficial, official coach.
Let's see how my first shot goes, right? And then
Remember, just a young 40 meters. 30
nothing
meters,
too hectic,
small
right?
choppy, yeah.
Okay. Let's see how we go.
Oh.
Come on, Q.
I mean, I don't think you need. You know what? Can I just ask a question quickly? When they do the free throws, right? So I'll be there on my free throw, I do my thing. I say, wow. And then you must, and everyone's like, yeah. Why do they do that? I always wondered.
No, because you're encouraging him to get back into the mechanics that are going to help you make that.
I thought, because it's like a rule. Like, I never see
High five.
anyone
You're
don't do it.
encouraging your teammate. It's
Okay,
literally
sure,
that. You can encourage me here too. It's fine. I'm here.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm here
Now
for all of it.
with those ones. So that's you.
Sharp.
That's you.
I got a +1 though.
Yeah. We get it here.
So that means I'm doing all right. So what happens next? I just go again?
Yeah, you go again, try get the cup. Hit probably that same shot, we good.
Yeah, let's try and do that again.
Oh, please do it.
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
Q. This is like
Just do it. That's light. Now, you
I should have been more confident before I started this thing.
gotta do the thing.
Oh, we got to do the thing. Come on. We're here, we're good.
Good. You're actually 100% right now. Yeah, pro golfers didn't even get it. So now we just want a bit more. A bit more distance.
Okay, a bit more distance,
Tiny
right?
bit more, tiny bit more.
This one I hit a little harder.
That might be it.
Come on, God damn it.
It feels funny for me to say that it was just short. Guys, dad jokes everything on this channel. But shout out, that was 2 out of 3. What's that? 75% somewhere there?
66.7.
Oh, 66.7, recurring. It's the maths. But thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
It was really dope to have you. We will be having you around more to see this swing in action because, guys, he lied. He said he was bad, and this was really impressive.
Not too bad.
So maybe a season 2 coming soon. You never know. Gotta stay tuned. Cheers.
Excellent.
All right, clean. That was dope.